What is a good cost per click when you're running a Google Ads campaign? What do you want the average cost per click to be? Well, this is a question that many advertisers ask when they're looking at the performance of their campaigns. And the answer is it really depends on your objectives and the industry that you're in. So I've created a useful tool for calculating your KPIs and forecasting, and part of the tool also calculates the average cost per click when you enter your metrics. So this tool is going to be linked to in the description. It's through a Google Sheet, so anybody can access it. If you'd like to edit the sheet, then just follow the instructions, which are on the first tab. So here are the instructions. So you can enter your details here and it will calculate. So if you enter, for example, your cost, clicks, conversions, etc., you can get an output of the different KPIs, and one of those is average cost per click. But also useful within this sheet is that you can compare the output, the average cost per click, based on the metrics you've entered. You can compare it to the benchmarks for your industry, which is very important because you want to know how well you're doing within your particular industry, not just Google Ads campaigns in general, because that's not very useful. So within this sheet, you can adjust the industry for which the benchmarks are being formulated. So you can select, if you feel as though your industry doesn't really match anything from this list, you can select average for all industries. That will give you the average cost per click across all Google Ads accounts. And you can get that for both search campaigns and also for display campaigns. But if we look just at specific industries, for example, if you select finance, you'll notice that there's a higher than average average cost per click because there's higher competition for these very profitable terms. The targeting around finance is generally more profitable, so there's more competition in auctions, bids are higher, and so the average cost per clicks are generally higher. And it's very important when you're thinking about your average cost per click that you're not just trying to attain a certain goal. You need to look at your overall objectives. What average cost per click do you need in order to meet those objectives? So I have input the metrics for a client's account that I run, just to use as an example. So we have cost here, we have impressions, clicks, conversions, and what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to give an example of what happens if I increase the cost. So if I increase this cost to almost double, so 50,000, then you'll notice something. The average cost per click has increased. It was $1, sort of $1.50, and now it's $2.75. So the average cost per click has gone up. So we're spending more, getting the same number of clicks, so we're spending more per click. But also crucially, another change has occurred. The cost per acquisition has increased. The cost for generating a conversion. And this is very crucial because there's a strong relationship between your average cost per click and your average cost per acquisition, your cost for generating conversions. So because a higher cost per click is going to mean a higher CPA, it's going to cost you more for generating leads, generating clients, you need to be very aware of what your average cost per click is. And you shouldn't be trying to increase your average cost per click just to compete with other advertisers in your industry. You should be setting your average cost per click based on what you want your cost per acquisition to be. How much do you need to pay for a new client for it to be profitable for your business or your client's business? And that's very crucial. So this tool can help you do that, and it can help you set specific metrics. So you can set you can set projections for your costs, your impressions, and your clicks, and then you can see what your average cost per click needs to be for you to meet those objectives, for you to get that cost per acquisition price that you need. And then crucially, using this tool, you can then compare that average cost per click to the industry standard. So you can see how realistic your projections are. So in this example, this client is in the finance industry, and their average cost per click is $1.50, and it's significantly lower. It's 56% lower than the industry standard. So they're doing very well there. However, in most cases, that is very difficult to achieve. It takes a lot of optimization and management. You need very high quality scores. You need to ensure that the correct keywords are being targeted. So there's a lot of work that goes in there. So you do your projections, and you're going to see how realistic they are compared to the industry standard. Below 56% is very difficult to achieve. If it was minus 80%, so 80% below the industry standard, then really it's probably not realistic that that's going to be achievable in most cases. So you can take a look for other industries, select the industry that's most applicable to your business, and yeah, hopefully this tool will be very useful for you in being able to make those calculations and see how your average cost per clicks compare to the average within your particular industry. So if you found this video useful, then feel free to subscribe for additional tips and strategies on how to better manage your marketing campaigns. And feel free to give the video a like if it was useful for you. And thank you for watching.